Well, hello, and welcome back to the Chamber Vibes podcast. We have a 2-for-1 this week, and if this is your first time listening, welcome. My name is Foster Garrett, and I am the Director of Marketing and Events for the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce, which, if you don't know what a chamber is, we are a nonprofit membership organization that strives to help the Bedford area prosper by serving, convening, and collaborating with local businesses, organizations, and people. And every week I have the pleasure of interviewing a different chamber member to find out what they do and why they do it. And this podcast is recorded right here in beautiful Bedford, Virginia, and broadcasting on Media Squatch Plus. If you don't have the Media Squatch Plus app, now is your time to download it. There are around 20 local podcasts, and I love doing this podcast because it always tunes me into a new resource, service, hidden gem, fun thing to do in my community, and I never know what I'm going to hear. So I hope that you enjoy this. If you do like this episode, go back and listen to all the ones we have before. We have 2 episodes this week, but we normally record just 1. So we always have a new story to share with you. And before we get to it, I do want to thank our sponsor, Gary Evans with Cornerstone Operations, for helping bring this podcast to you. Without the support of people like Gary, we really wouldn't be able to do things like this. And we are so grateful to him and his company. I also want to tell you about some of the things we have going on at the Chamber. If you listen regularly, you know that we stay very, very busy. And even though the year is winding down, that just means that 2026 is winding up. We have 2 ribbon cuttings, one this Saturday at 10:30 for the Peacock Shop, which is located right in downtown Bedford. This is their official welcome to the community. If you've never been to the Peacock Shop, it is a unique gift shop with a grab-and-go cafe and lots of seating and just a welcoming vibe. They really, really want to be a place where community members can go and hang out, regardless of whether they're there for an event or for the cafe or if they just need someone to talk to and hang out with. So we're excited to welcome them officially to Bedford this Saturday, December 6th at 10:30 a.m. Yes, it is right before the Christmas parade. So as you're lining up to watch the floats, just walk on over. It's right on the parade route. The streets will be closed, but there's plenty of parking nearby. And we hope to see you there. We have a second ribbon cutting next Wednesday, December 10th at 9:15 a.m. I will actually be there for that ribbon cutting and not here for another podcast episode. So skip your weekly listening time and come on out to Fast Signs for a ribbon cutting celebrating their 10th anniversary and their brand new location. We actually have Renee Adrian, who's one of the co-owners of Fast Signs, on the podcast a couple weeks ago to talk about who they are and what they do and all the history behind their organization and about their new location, which has more than tripled their size and their productivity. So if you're interested in coming and being a part of that celebration, come on out. You can come at 9:15. You can come at 9:30. We'll be there for an hour or so, and we're going to do refreshments, giveaways. There'll be demonstrations of some of their cool equipment, and there'll be tours of their huge new space. So I hope to see you then. We have lots of stuff planned for 2026. And the only thing I'll say is mark your calendars for January 29th. We'll be at the Bedford Area Welcome Center from 4 to 6 that day for In With the New, which is our annual New Year kickoff celebration that brings our chamber members together, brings our community together to start the new year on a strong note. But you can find all of our events on bedfordareachamber.com. We have a full calendar on there, and I'll also drop our phone number at the very end, so make sure to listen all the way through. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce today's guest, Jericho Moyano with the Flora. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, Foster.
Thanks for joining me today. I am super excited to talk about the Flora today. That's been... When we got the notification that we were ready to do the ribbon cutting, I was so excited because it was such a long anticipated project and such a meaningful project for Bedford too. So before we kind of jump into it, will you just tell us a little bit about yourself and then about your business?
Yeah, so I am first a mom. It's my favorite job. My 11-year-old is awesome. He's so bright and kind. This morning, he told me to have fun with the dolphins and the hawks.
Aww.
Which I didn't understand, but a group of dolphins is a pod and a group of hawks is a cast.
Oh my gosh, that's so clever.
Yeah, he's very clever and smart.
I love that.
But my job itself is really, really cool. I worked in healthcare for 10 years before making the switch. And I think that when you're at home, you really have a chance to like be yourself. You know, you can be creative in the kitchen. You can burn things sometimes. You can cry in the shower, sing in the shower, you know, watch your children take their first steps. So it's a really cool thing to help somebody find that place, their safe, happy place.
Yeah, and you're a property manager.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not normally what people think of. Like the finding your new home. I think people mostly just think of, you know, taking care of properties, not necessarily finding a new, like, fit for your life.
Yeah, well, it's one of the aspects. So I definitely look at all of the maintenance orders that come in and out and talk to vendors and obviously take care of, you know, rent and things like that. But I definitely do all the tours. I help people move in. So I'm there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Nice.
And I also manage the Bedford lofts as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's another cool place in Bedford.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think I'm from Bedford. I grew up here. And when I would walk around downtown, especially near the railroads, there were, you know, all the old Rubitex buildings. And I always thought they were so cool, you know, just like these like kind of decrepit old buildings with good bones, but still really beautiful. And with like a lot of meaning for a lot of people. A lot of people spent most of their lives working there. And when Rubitex closed, like it hurt so many people. It completely changed the landscape of our local economy. But as I got older and people started flipping the buildings and making them into lofts or into other spaces, it just gave them new, renewed meaning. And it's cool to see that continue with the old Bedford Middle School, Bedford High School.
Yeah, I think that's part of the historical tax credit renovation. And actually, Waukesha, who renovated the Bedford Middle School into Flora, also renovated Bedford Lofts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I think that Dave McCormick, who's the owner of Waukesha, he just has this like creative vision. His personality is very just like creative.
Yeah.
He's like he even has like the Einstein hair
on and the eyebrows.
Have you seen?
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, I love that's the first thing I noticed when I met him. I was like, he has the best eyebrows.
Yes. Very distinctive.
Yeah. He's so down to earth. Like he's just a really down to earth, nice guy.
Every time I've met him, he's been super, super nice, very welcoming. And I'm always like, I think people are like very curious to kind of like understand his mind a little bit, because the things that he does, like you said, are like very creative, but also choosing Bedford as like a place to like invest in. Like, I love Bedford. I just think that it's just interesting, you know, like out of all the places that you could have chosen, you chose our little town, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that he really cares about this little town a lot, and he really cares about restoring it as much as he can.
Yeah.
You know, through anything and everything that the building needs.
Well, he did. Everybody did a fantastic job with the Flora. I mean, when we went for the ribbon cutting, I knew that I was going to come back later that day for like the community open house with my friends. But just getting the glimpse of it through the ribbon cutting, I was like, this is incredible. Like the exterior looks amazing, the new parking lot. So I'd seen everything like from a distance, but I was like, I can't wait to go inside. And starting in the lobby and just working our way around the building, it was fantastic. Like genuinely, like everything looks so beautiful. And it's like a retro modern, but it like leans into the historic character of the building. It sticks with the color scheme of like what was existing with like the original like red floors, which I need to say, when I was there for middle school, I was part of the yearbook class, and we always tried to like align our school colors with like the aesthetic of the yearbook. That was impossible because it was red and green, but you guys did an amazing job. You would have never expected that.
Yeah, the floors and the building built in 1929, being able to restore those floors is a feat. And they're beautiful. I mean, the way that they've been restored, so many things. And you're right, the decor it's really hard to explain. It's almost like vintage and retro at the same time, but it just flows, and it's very elegant. The lobby area is actually called the Grotto.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had to Google. It means a cave. But it's a cool it's a beautiful area. The lights, it's beautifully renovated.
Yes, it has a very nice aesthetic, and I like that you guys were able to salvage so much of the building, because as we were walking through, there are all the pictures of the damage from the fire, and I mean the floors were blackened. So to have taken the time to really because they're irreplaceable. Like they're so what was it, 1920? Is that what you said the building was born?
The building was built in 1929.
Yeah, 1929. You can't get that same stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That takes a lot of care and a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time.
Yeah, the grotto, especially that whole roof was gone. That whole place
was
gone. And Dave, when he heard about it on the phone, he didn't skip a beat. He was like, "Yep, I want to do it." And I mean, he's really taken his time. Anything that could have been reserved or preserved, he did.
Yeah.
And I think he did such a good job.
Yes, it looks absolutely amazing. And going through the rooms, it was cool when I came back for the open house because I was there with my friends who went to school with me there. But there were also older folks who were there for elementary school or high school, and they were all talking about the different stories. And there were old teachers of mine that were taking pictures in front of their old classrooms. And it was just really cool to see the building have such meaningful connection happening inside of it. Like we already have all these memories, but now everybody is sharing them. And it was just, I don't know, I think it meant a lot to the Bedford community.
I think you're right. A lot of my tours are people that have no interest in renting. They just want to see it.
Oh, yes.
Because of the emotional connection. And Emily, who is like the woman on the ground, she makes everything happen. She created a memory board in the lobby for people to share memories of being there. And I met a couple in their 90s on opening night that met under the steps in middle school, and they've been together ever since.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah. So that building holds such a significant value to so many people in Bedford. I mean, was it 90 years? I mean, think about how many generations, grandfather, grandson, everybody went there. It's a lot of memories, and I think that Waukesha did a great job restoring the memories and also making something that's something else. It's something beautiful, and it's a very warming home. That's also, it's super safe. There's cameras all on the inside and the outside, and you have to have key fobs to get in.
Nice.
So only residents are allowed in. The courtyards are beautiful. Did you?
Oh my gosh, yes! I love the courtyards.
They're so pretty.
They're so nice. The red courtyard is the original one that I remember from being in school.
That used to have the beach painting.
Yes, yes, with the sunset and everything. But we weren't allowed to use the courtyard during the normal school year, so most people didn't know about it. I only knew about it because I was in yearbook, so you get special permissions because we go take everybody's pictures out there. But the blue one, that one is amazing, and that's new. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that you guys have the common spaces, and the courtyards are so unique, and the painting, the murals and stuff that are in them, they're gorgeous, truly amazing. And that was a local artist, wasn't that?
So it was somebody from Richmond that did it, but it was hand painted.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch it come together. And then with the furniture and the lighting, it's beautiful.
It's really nice. I know I was telling my friends, I was like, well, somebody has to live here so we can come hang out in this courtyard or on the rooftop.
Oh, the perch.
Yes.
Beautiful. So that's actually the first building in Bedford with rooftop access.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's a cool thing to say.
Yeah. It has the best view too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
If you weren't able to go to the open house and you're hearing us talk about it and you're getting FOMO, you should have FOMO because it was amazing. Genuinely, when we walked out the door to the perch and we just saw the skyline, I was with people that, I was with the mayor, I was with people that have been in Bedford their whole lives. They're like, I've never seen anything like this before. And it just takes your breath away.
It does. And I've been touring that building since May, and I have to say that I've seen it in warm conditions, in rainy conditions, in cloudy conditions, and it doesn't take away from the view at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is breathtaking.
It is, and you can see, since it's on the, do you know what the loop is? I know you're
Yes,
newish.
I do.
Okay, you do know
Yeah, I
the Loop
just
is.
bought a house in Bedford last summer, so I'm learning more things about
Yes.
Bedford. But the Loop is like the walk that people take, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is the 5K walk that people do. But since the middle school is on the Loop, you can actually see some of like you can like kind of see the Loop like envision in your head, and you can see like the steeple of like the Baptist church on Oakwood Street, and you can kind of like it was cool to kind of like think about it spatially from the rooftop. And just like, I don't know, it was just really interesting to me because you can see different things. You can see people's houses, you can see the mountains, but it just, I think that living in Virginia, especially like in the mountains area, you're not used to being able to see as far as you do. And it was really cool. And also let's get into some of the bedroom, the studio apartments and the different apartments and stuff. When I first went in, I was like, I feel like like if we just used classroom space, like the apartments are going to be really small. But then I walked in, I was like, they're small but mighty. This is amazing. Because you guys really maximized the amount of space available and put in amazing amenities. I mean, everything looks super, super nice. And I think everybody loved that a lot of the original character of some of the classrooms was preserved and made part of it, like the original shelving. There's some different arch features and the huge windows. I think it all just came together so nicely.
It really, really did. And watching it come together was really cool. When I started touring it in May, I actually still have hard hats in my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody had to wear hard hats and closed-toed shoes. There was, drywall and wires.
Wow.
That was not put together. But watching it come together has been really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the windows are just beautiful.
They are.
The natural light and the fact that it includes blinds too that are
really
perfectly fitted. Yeah.
I was going to say that'd be really annoying to have to find blinds for this huge windows. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when they were putting the windows in. And then one of the times I came in, they already had the blinds set up, everything. I mean, all brand new appliances, brand new washers and dryers. Electrolux was a great brand. Frigidaire, microwaves, internet's included.
Y'all didn't skimp.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, the gold fixtures, like it's pretty amazing.
There's a lot of like small details I think that kind of like pull it all together. And if somebody's interested in potentially renting an apartment of their own, what are some of the things that they should know like are included or some spaces that are available? Because you guys have what, 59, 52?
59 units.
59. I'm pulling that from back in my mind bank. Yeah, tell us a little bit about like if we're interested in renting, what can we expect?
So you could go to richmondloftco.com.
Okay.
We're also on Zillow and apartments.com. And then you just apply. Or if you want to come tour, you could email info@richmondloftco.com and I will set up a tour with you.
Nice.
I'll take you all around. So there are 4 floors. On opening night, I toured probably about 500 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see you there.
I was giving my friends the tour because I got the tour earlier that day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, I came for the ribbon cutting. So
yeah, I was there for that too.
Yep.
It was such a busy, busy day. And I think not only because I had already toured people, but I think that day showed me the emotional significance of that.
Yeah.
building.
It's really incredible, like taking a space that was a school specifically, because we had no choice in being there. But that meant that everybody was there. And we've all gone our separate ways in life, but to have a space where, we were welcomed back in to come check it out and see what it's become. And it's become like not only a home, but also like a piece of art, really. I think it was just very moving to see a place like that be in such good hands and being so well taken care of and stewarded. Especially because, I think Dave contracted with them originally to do it in like 2017, 2018. And it's 2025. And there was, the fire in the midst of that set it back real bad. But that's like 8 years of anticipation?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And Bedford didn't disappoint. I feel like Bedford showed up.
Yeah.
The whole town of Bedford, I feel like, was there.
Absolutely. I was telling my friends, I was like, this is like the Bedford night out of the year. Yeah. It really was, though. But it was amazing. It was moving, I think.
It was. Towards the end of the night, because it was from 2 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
So around 6:30, we were trying to have a good night. And then I looked out the window and saw fire trucks.
Yes.
So I immediately kind of freaked out internally.
Yeah.
Ran out. And they just wanted to check out the building to see what to do in case of an emergency, which I think is really proactive and amazing. Yeah. That in case anything happens, they want to know where to go, where to take people.
Yes.
So they got their own little private tour.
That's awesome.
It was really fun. Everybody really just, it's something that you have to see in person. I think that pictures are available online and the pictures are beautiful. But I think that especially the tall ceilings, that's something that's not really available in traditional apartments. And I think that any space just seems so open with giant windows and tall ceilings. It's really inviting.
It is. And you're right that photography can't capture what the human eye can see. Like it really is an experience to walk through, especially in the parts that were formerly the auditorium, because those are completely new spaces. They're not classrooms, but they still have a lot of original character. Like the one apartment that you guys had open for viewing that has the circular window that overlooks the courtyard.
Oh yeah, I call those the Hobbit windows. That's one of my favorite units.
So cool. It is so cool. And I mean, they're spacious, they're nice. They're not like billions of square footage, but it's like the perfect amount for somebody that's maybe looking for a place of their own. And the upstairs bedroom, I keep saying bedrooms. The upstairs apartments have multiple bedrooms, which I think is really awesome too. The ones that are right outside the courtyard or the rooftop access.
Yeah, so there's 2 penthouse units. They have direct access to the roof.
That's so cool.
So yeah, those are really cool, and it's actually been blocked off to where they have their own privacy area as well.
Oh, really?
Because anybody has access to the perch to go out there. But the 2 penthouse units, they can go out there anytime. Whereas the perch and the 2 courtyards are closed from midnight to 6 a.m.
Gotcha.
Nothing good happens in those hours. So
no,
we're just going to have to close during that time.
Especially with the middle school energy.
Yeah. But we actually have 2 bedrooms on every floor. So there's 4 floors. Yeah. And there's 2 bedrooms. I think there was only maybe 1 or 2 that was open during opening night. But
that's good to know.
There's 9 out of the 59 units.
Nice. That's awesome. And how many are all of them open to being rented now? Are there some that are getting some finishing touches put on them?
So we actually already have quite a few people living there already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I would say if you're interested, you should come sooner rather than later because the building is actually filling up.
Get in on it. And are you guys pet friendly?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's perfect. I feel like there's a huge dearth of pet friendly places to rent and live in this area. So that's awesome.
Yes, please. I love all the animals of the world. So please, we're definitely pet friendly. Bring your cats and dogs in. I would like to pet them and they can live there.
Awesome. Well, Jerrica, I feel like we've had a great conversation. Is there anything else you'd like for people to know or that you'd like to add?
Just that if you want an appointment, schedule one. I'm there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I've had a lot of people just walk in and want a tour. Sometimes that isn't super realistic if I'm in the middle of a meeting or on another tour. So appointments are the best way to go.
Okay.
But I would just encourage everybody, even if you're not interested in renting, just come take a look at it because it's pretty eye-opening and beautiful. Yeah,
it's worth it for sure. And you've already said your website. Can you drop your phone number for people?
Yeah.
Or your email, either one.
It's info@richmondloftco.com.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. I had a blast.
I know. I had fun too. And hopefully I can come back out maybe in a year or so and we can do a year after the ribbon cutting. I'm just trying to come get a tour because I want to come see it again. It's worth it. It's cool. It's awesome. Well, we appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Foster.
Of course. Well, that's all for today. But if you want to learn more about us at the Chamber, give us a call at 540-586-9401. Or you can visit our website, bedfordareachamber.com, for information about our mission and the perks of becoming a member. Also on our website is a full directory of our membership, which is helpful for finding all sorts of amazing things in the region, including the Flora. But that's all for today. Thanks so much for listening, and keep an ear out for the next Chamber Vibes episode.